Welcome to the latest video in our series on human impacts on aquatic systems. Specifically, we are looking at water monitoring technology. We're going to illustrate the role of scientific research in monitoring environments and supporting development of appropriate environmental technologies. Introduction. Scientific research plays a crucial role in helping us understand and protect our environment. By carefully studying natural systems, scientists can monitor changes, identify problems, and develop new technologies to solve environmental challenges. One important area of research is aquatic monitoring, which involves observing and measuring the health of water bodies like rivers, lakes, and streams. This kind of research is especially important in Canada, where clean water is vital for people, wildlife, and the environment. Aquatic monitoring means collecting information about water quality, aquatic plants and animals, and the physical conditions of water bodies. Scientists use special tools and techniques to measure things like temperature, pH, which is how acidic or basic the water is, dissolved oxygen, and the presence of pollutants. They might also count fish, study insects living in the water, or look at the types of plants growing along the shore. Monitoring is important because it helps us see how healthy a water body is. If something changes, like an increase in pollution or a decrease in fish populations, scientists can figure out what is causing the problem and suggest ways to fix it. A local example. Let's look at aquatic monitoring in the Credit River watershed. So let's look at a relatively local example from Ontario, the Credit River watershed. The Credit River flows through communities like Orangeville, Brampton, and Mississauga before reaching Lake Ontario. The Credit Valley Conservation, or CVC Authority, is responsible for monitoring the river and its watershed. Scientists at CVC regularly collect water samples from different parts of the river. They measure things like temperature, pH, the level of acidity in the water, dissolved oxygen, which is obviously important for fish and other aquatic life, nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, and the levels of pollutants such as heavy metals or pesticides. They also study the plants and animals living in and around the river. For example, they might count the number of fish species, look for a sign of an invasive species, or check for changes in the types of insects found in the water. So, how research supports environmental technologies. The data collected from aquatic monitoring helps scientists and engineers develop new technologies to protect water quality. For example, if research shows that a river has too much phosphorus, which can cause algal blooms, scientists might work with local communities to design better wastewater treatment centers. These systems use filters, chemicals, or natural processes to remove phosphorus before the water is released back into the river. Another example is the use of constructed wetlands. If monitoring shows that stormwater runoff is carrying pollutants into the river, engineers can build artificial wetlands near the river. These wetlands act like natural filters, trapping pollutants and allowing cleaner water to flow into the river. Watershed management means taking care of all the land and water in a region that drains into a common water body, like a river or lake. Scientific research is essential for good watershed management because it provides the information needed to make smart decisions. For instance, if monitoring shows that a certain part of the river is being polluted by nearby farms, managers can work with farmers to reduce the use of fertilizers or improve how they store manure. If research finds that fish populations are declining, managers can investigate why. Maybe the water is too warm or there isn't enough oxygen, and take steps to fix the problem. Research also helps managers prepare for future challenges like climate change. By tracking changes in water temperature, flow rates, and weather patterns, Scientists can predict how the watershed might be affected and plan ways to protect it. The role of technology in monitoring. Modern technology has made aquatic monitoring more accurate and efficient. Scientists use electronic sensors to measure water quality in real time. Drones and satellites can take pictures of large areas, helping researchers spot changes in land use or vegetation. Computer models use data from monitoring to predict how pollution will move through a watershed, which helps managers plan where to focus their efforts. For example, a computer model might use the equation C equals m divided by q, where C is the concentration of a pollutant, m is the mass of the pollutant, and q is the flow rate of the river. By plugging in data from monitoring, scientists can estimate how much pollution is present and how it might change over time. In summary, scientific research is vital for monitoring our environment and developing technologies to protect it. Aquatic monitoring provides the data needed to understand the health of our water bodies, identify problems, and create solutions. Local examples, like the Credit River watershed, show how research supports watershed management and helps keep our water clean and safe for everyone. By continuing to invest in scientific research and new technologies, we can ensure a healthy environment for future generations. Checking for understanding. What is the primary purpose of scientific research in environmental monitoring? Is it to build more factories, to eliminate all wildlife, to increase pollution, or to understand ecosystems? Pause now if you need more time. It is to understand ecosystems. Which of the following is a common method used in aquatic monitoring? Is it counting stars, measuring water quality, observing cloud patterns, or tracking bird migrations? Pause now if you need more time. It is measuring water quality. How does aquatic monitoring contribute to watershed management? Is it by ignoring pollution levels, by increasing water usage, by providing data to improve water quality, or by reducing the number of fish? Pause now if you need more time. It is by providing data to improve water quality. Which technology is often developed as a result of environmental research? Smartphones, solar panels, televisions, or video games? Pause now if you need more time. It is solar panels. In a local example of aquatic monitoring, scientists discovered high levels of pollutants in a river. What is a likely action taken to address this issue? Building more dams, ignoring the findings, implementing stricter regulations on pollutants, or increasing industrial waste? Pause now if you need more time. It is implementing stricter regulations on pollutants. That wraps up this video. If you have any questions, any concerns, any feedback, please leave them in the comments. I will do my best to respond in a timely fashion.